Hey viewers, welcome to another game as a casual pro gamer. Today we are doing just a standard ladder game between MilkMesh and MΔStephano. This is going to be on the map Daybreak, and we will see what they make of it. So hopefully this will, it'll load pretty quickly. And it is a Zerg versus Zerg once again, so third game in a row of Zerg versus Zerg. So yeah, Stephano, that's a very famous one. I've never heard of MilkMesh, but we will see what he makes of it. Apparently he is high ranked, because otherwise he wouldn't play against Stephano in the ladder games. So both of them are going to scout immediately cross map, of course, because they know that the opponent is cross map. And yeah, we will have to wait a little bit until they actually arrive. So yeah, for the rest, going to watch the units. Yeah, it's equal. Huh. Who knew? And of course, everything is pretty much equal at the moment. There's a little bit of a delay. Well, no, he's a little bit behind by like a second or two. Our MΔStephano here. Oh, he didn't say good luck, have fun back. Oh, so sad. Anyway, the units and everything is still exactly the same, so we're just going to have to wait until something actually happens. The spawning pool goes down. I'm pretty sure there will be a spawning pool on the other side as well. No, first an expansion coming out here. And he is going to expand right away before his spawning pool. So that means that MilkMesh now has the aggressive advantage. But is he going to utilize it? That is the big question, because his overlord is still far away from this hatchery, and it will still not spot it for several seconds. And the spawning pool, is going down now, so he only has a very small window of opportunity between the moment he spots this hatchery and the moment the Zerglings come up for Stephano. And I don't think that's enough. So yeah, he did get the hatchery himself, so all in all it doesn't matter too much. There's a little bit of difference, of course. Hang on, there's about 1100, so there's about the 500 hit point difference, and that's not a whole lot. So the extractor coming up, and a few Zerglings being produced. The first queen comes out, at least I think that's the first queen, and Stephano doesn't have a queen yet. So yeah, actually producing two queens here, maybe one for the creep spread and one for the inject larva, or he's just going to walk this one straight over to his his second base, his natural expansion. And a few Zerglings coming out here as well, just to scout. The Zerglings here are going to be there, and it's 4 versus 4, so the red Zerglings are going to retreat. They're not grouped up, and both of them don't have speed yet. Speed is coming up, however, for our blue player here, and he is going to win in that race then. Finally catching up, but the speed is far from done, so the Zerglings can just run back to their base and hide between their between the queen and the spine crawler and everything else that is there to defend. The inject larva, of course, really useful, and they're going to get a lot of new units out of that. So let's see how the units are doing. 2 more drones for MilkMesh here, 3 actually now. But that will stay kind of the same. Now it's 1 more for him. Okay, so that's pretty much the same. Almost the same amount of Zerglings. It's not going to matter, the 2 more Zerglings for now at least. And the 1 more overlord for MilkMesh as well. So yeah, it's pretty equal. We're going to have to see where they decide to go from here. 2 evolution chambers coming up, and over here we have a roach warren and 2 evolution chambers, walling off his whole base with this. So nice block there. That makes it very hard for Zerglings to run through, because all they can do is run around this side, and of course that's the side that's protected by the Queen and the Zerglings. So he will do pretty nicely with those. Yeah, the Roach Warren is going to make the difference here, because the Zerglings, although they're very fast and very mobile, they're not going to be very good against the Roaches. And yeah, it's speed Zerglings versus non-speed upgraded Zerglings. And he's going to take out all of the Zerglings and now attempt to get the Queen. The Queen is almost dead. There goes the Queen, and he is running in with 3 Zerglings. And these 3 Zerglings are going to be very annoying in the mineral line. Is he going to be able to pick off some workers? Because that's what it's all about. Picking off one worker. Then, yeah, second, yes, a second one, and might actually, no, not getting a third one. No, I think he got 2. Yeah, 2 kills. And yeah, that's an advantage. It's not as big a deal as it used to be in Brute War, which is, for those of you who don't know, the previous version of StarCraft. First we had StarCraft, then we had StarCraft Brute War, and now we have StarCraft 2. Of course, the Rise of the God knows what is coming up. The new expansion onto StarCraft 2. I think it's coming out really soon, but don't know exactly when. But I think it's a little bit too soon, because we hardly got time to play this one, and we had to wait what, 12 years for the second one to come out. So I wonder what they're planning to do with that. If they, whether they keep bringing out these expansions, or it's yeah, it's kind of a one-time thing, like with StarCraft 1. Well, I guess StarCraft. But yeah, big number of Zerglings out here, and is he going to counter that? Yeah, he's going to counter that with Roaches. Has a lot of Roaches out. And the Roaches, as I said, are going to do pretty well against the Zerglings. They really don't have well, a very good counter, except for, of course, air units. But they are just very tough to kill. And the only counter to Roaches is, I guess, Roaches. And yeah, they are just very good in general. They're very tough, they have a good attack. And so they do a lot of damage, and they attack relatively quickly. I mean, they're not Zerglings in the speed and such, but still, they do very well. Anyway, a large amount of Zerglings again coming in. But look at those Roaches, man. So many Roaches. And he is going to hold off this this little push pretty well. And yeah, he did spot the Zerglings going over there. So I'm assuming he knows there are more of them over here. And yeah, no, he is actually going out straight out the front door. And yeah, the Zerglings are going to sneak behind him, but oh, they're going to be held off by this defense here. A new batch of Roaches ready to defend, and now the Zerglings are going to retreat to home, because they know that the rest of the Roaches just sneak past them. And wow, the Infestor's coming out. Infestor's going to use the fungal growth, but it's not going to be super effective on the Roaches. Roaches already have burrow, and yeah, burrowed Roaches regenerate really quickly, and there is no detection for now. And yeah, all of these Roaches are going to regenerate really quickly, as I said, and that is going to just spell doom for the Zerglings. The Roach is coming out now for Stephano as well as the Overseer, so that they can't bury and just regenerate. And he is going to drive them back. That is pretty amazing, seeing that there was this huge group coming in, and he had nothing to defend against that. Well, he had his Zerglings, I guess, but Zerglings, as I said, will melt to the Roaches, especially when the Roaches have burrow, because well, the Zerglings won't be able to do anything about that, and the regeneration on the burrowed Roaches is really big, and yeah, you can really take advantage of that. So anyhow, we see this group, large group of roaches over here. It's going to push in now, and yeah, it's a roach on roach battle, but the infestors are going to make the difference, I think. The infested Terrans coming out, they're not going to do very well. I think fungal growth might have been a better choice, but it's not going to matter because he is just going to own the roaches, while the red is going to own the blue's roaches. I think even if there were fungal growth, moving in a little bit closer now to allow the new roaches to come in into range as well. And yeah, he can now push into the mineral lines because there are, all of these new reinforcements are going to come in piecemeal and are not going to be able to do a whole lot. Actually burrowing the roaches that get damaged, that is really nice micro right there, and he's just going to be able to push all the way up into the base. And yeah, the GG coming out from Stephano. Nicely played, definitely a good game. And I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.